Hi, Questers. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Discovery's final season. We've got the episode list. About time we had something. Um, when was Discovery supposed to come back on? I'm going to quickly have a look. I should have done this before I started the live, but let's have a look. Okay. Discovery. So the episode titles are interesting. It's supposed to come out in April. Okay, so it's April. April. So not far off, a few months. That's also the beginning of the new tax year, if I remember correctly. You know, I've been waiting for Discovery season 5 because I'm not interested in seeing it so much. I just want to see it end, if that makes any sense. Because I think people are really annoyed with Star Trek at the moment, specifically. And I'd agree with that 100%. So we'll get into it in a minute, and we'll have a look. So, yeah, you can see by my thumbnail, it's definitely happening. So let's bring this up, and let's see what we can make of this. Yeah. I want to thank the old Yorkshire Geek for releasing a video earlier today. That's how I found out about this article, and I just thought I would make my own video with my own take on it. Because why not? Nothing wrong with it. That's a love-hate thing with Discovery. I'd like the first 2 episodes of Discovery, but when it comes to the rest of the series, I'm not that keen on it. The first 2 episodes, the reason I like them is actually because if you put them together to make a movie, and you change the design of the ships and change the language of the Klingons to something else, then you would have had a pretty good sci-fi action movie well, it'd been an original sci-fi action movie, it would have been more interesting, I think. So yeah, this is January 1st, 2024. So it's only a day old. So it's only yesterday. It's funny how the trekmovies.com don't give you the actual time of day. Would have been nice. Not that it's important. But yeah, it's finally 2024, which will see the release of the 5th and final season of Star Trek Discovery in April. We now have a little bit of insight into the season thanks to the revelation of the episode titles, which may have some spoilers. Well, I know what the titles are, and I don't understand how they can say that there could be spoilers. There's absolutely nothing in the titles to be spoilers. 1 or 2 might give you an impression of something else. And for this stream, because it's the new year, Happy New Year, guys, I decided to have a beer. So I got myself a beer, and in one of my favourite beer glasses. So, lovely. I don't drink a lot, but when I do, I don't mind it. So, right, season 5 episode titles. Right, we'll get to that in a second. Right, the titles. Right. The titles of the 10 season 5 episodes. I think they should, the seasons and episodes should be, so it should read 10 episodes of season 5, whatever. So season and episodes should have been the other way around, I think. Should have been season 5, 10 episodes, whatever. We're revealing on the official site. Oh, sorry, we're revealed on the official site for the Writers Guild. It's interesting that it's all the Writers Guild. We've heard a lot about the Writers Guild in the last year, but that's not a problem. Which registers each script. Production production for 5 of Discovery season 5. I did the same thing. So production of season 5 of Discovery, or production of Discovery season 5. We could have worded it a lot differently. They do like to mess up the grammar. Was wrapped up in late 2022, so we waited over a year for it, with writing completed earlier that year. So, well, yeah, obviously. The WGA site has titles for all 10 scripts, along with, would you believe it, there's a mosquito flying around me. Was wrapped up in late 2022 with writing completed earlier that year. I just missed a bit. The WGA site has titles for all 10 scripts, along with the credited writers. Okay. Yeah, I know that. It should be noted that the final episode title may change by the time the season debuts in April. Well, I hope so, because I don't like the title for episode 10. Here's the full list with writer credits. Right. Episode 1, Red Directive. Red Directive. Have I heard that in Star Trek before? I can't remember. Red Directive. I don't remember it, but it sounds like something where maybe a command officer goes AWOL or something. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a Starfleet command officer goes rogue. Maybe, who knows? Credited by Michelle Paradise. Episode 2, Under the Twin Moons. Interesting, I guess. Alan McElroy. Janal, what kind of species do you think Janal would be? I think if it's a name, it sounds Romulan, but it could be the name of a planet that they visit, maybe. Written by Kyle Jarrow and Lauren Wilkinson. Right, okay. I'll have to check their credits at some point and see what they've done in the past. Face the Strange. I wonder if that might have something to do with Strange New Worlds, if you think about it. Face the Strange. Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. So, Face the Strange, that's a strange title. Pardon the pun. No pun intended. So it's written by Sean Cochran. No relation. Mirrors. Well, that sounds obvious. Mirrors is obviously going to be a Mirror Universe episode, like Into Mirror Darkly and stuff like that. So Mirror and other episodes. So Joanna Lee and Carlos Cisco. No relation. Episode 6, Whistle Speak. Now, when I saw this title, all I thought was Mac and Me. That bad sci-fi movies from, was it the bad sci-fi movie, was it from the early 90s? Early, mid-90s? Something like that, I can't remember. I might have to find that and do a video on it, because I actually quite enjoyed Mac and Me. You know, an alien species that communicates by whistling. I'm not very good. Written by Kenneth Lynn and Brandon A. Schultz. Okay, or Schultz. Fair enough. Erigar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right because I haven't heard this name or this word spoken out loud. M. Raven Metzner, probably. Labyrinths. Interesting they got a title of Labyrinths when there's a rumor going around that they are going to remake Labyrinths. Okay. Lauren Wilkinson and Eric J. Robbins. Fair enough. Fair enough. Earlier on when I saw this, I thought episode 9, I thought that said lingerie point. But no, it's Lagrange. Or Lagrange or Lagrange point. I think that might have a major role in the arcing story. This is obviously because with Discovery, they have a habit of having a season arc. So one season is basically telling them how, showing us how they are going to deal with a major crisis or a major villain, something like that. So that's Sean Cochran and Ari Friedman. All right, Ari. Let me get to episode 10. Life Itself. That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound like a good title or good. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a good episode, actually. Written by Kyle Jarrow and Michelle Paradise again. Fine. So, I don't know if I'm going to go through all this article. It's quite long. I don't want to have to go through it all. Mirror. As for episode 5, mirrors could involve the mirror universe. Well, I mean, if it's not that obvious to you that it's called mirrors, every single episode of Star Trek that has mirror or mirrors in the title it's about the mirror universe. And I don't think it's going to be tied to the Michelle Yeoh mirror universe. I don't think that's going to be part of it. Partly because Michelle Yeoh is going to be doing Section 31 after this ends. So I don't know when the filming is going to start on that. I'll probably do a video on that at some point, because if there was anything Star Trek that I was looking forward to, it might be Section 31. But we'll see. We'll see. Celestial mechanics. So Lagrange or Lagrange points in celestial mechanics. Well, they've got a link. What's the link changes to? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to have a look, read this and see what it says about Lagrange or Lagrange point. Is it? Lagrange points are positions in space where objects sent there tend to stay put. Ah, right, okay. At Lagrange points, the gravitational pull of two large masses precisely equals the centripetal force required for a small object to move with them. These points in space can be used by spacecraft to reduce fuel consumption needed to remain in position. Okay. I see. So, yeah, I suppose L2, is that where I think that's where the James Webb Space Telescope is, isn't it? In L2 orbit. So that's Lagrange's point. Interesting. Didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. Oh, it's going to be a 2-part season finale. Okay. What else we got? There's not much down here. So these guys only know a little bit about the first 6 episodes. Well, only a few episodes, because you jumped to episode 9. Jonathan Frakes has revealed he directed episode 9, so we know who to blame when it sucks, right? What else we got? 2-part season itself. A 2-part season and now series finale. Okay, I see what they mean there. Obviously, it's a 2-part season finale that Jonathan Frakes made, directed. Fine, okay. Which could life itself, which could be a reference to a quote from Satan in Mark Twain's The Mysterious Stranger. Life itself is only a vision, a dream. It's part of a famous creepy moment from the 1985 claymation movie, The Adventures of Mark Twain. Okay, if you say so. Huh. Fine. Well, there we go. We've had the things. Oh, right. So Paramount Plus announced the final season will debut in April around the world, but they have not yet set a specific date. A clip was released at CCXP last month. I don't think I've seen this. Shall we have a look at this? What the hell is that? It did it again. It did that last time. It did that before. Right. Hopefully you can see and hear it now. Weird. Huh. Okay. Right then. Still not showing an interest in it, to be honest. All I want to do is see it end. That's it. Full stop. But it's interesting that stuff about the Lagrange points because when I looked that up, let me see if I can show you that one. Just a second. There we go. Lagrange points. Okay. So I'll add that. See, that's the Lagrange point, which is interesting actually, because L2, that I think that is where the James Webb Space Telescope is, isn't it? In L2 orbit. That's a Lagrange point. Earth is a Lagrange point. L1. So yeah, because the description is Lagrange points are positions in space where objects sent there tend to stay put. At Lagrange points, the gravitational pull of two large masses precisely equals the centripetal bleh, centripetal force. I always thought it was centripetal, but for some reason it's centripetal force required for a small object to move with them. Okay. But the interesting thing is that this has, let's see how many comments, it showed how many comments it had a second ago. 160 comments so far. So we take a look at some of those. Let's see what some of these comments are. That clip did not make me any more interested in seeing it, but I will be watching it to do videos on. So let's go down. All right, where are the comments? Where are the comments? Where are the comments? January 11:38 a.m. Finally, we're getting something from Paramount on what new Star Trek episodes are about to be released. Looking forward to seeing this cast again. They definitely grew on me. Nope. Michael, Tilly, Culber, Stamets, Gray. I can't imagine liking this cast at all. Adam Vance is good, I suppose, but the rest awful. Yeah, I could probably. I don't think I can see where you're going from. I always liked Culber, and Stamets, but the rest very from dull as hell, Gray, to annoying as hell, Tilly and Michael. Yeah, I suppose. The funny thing is, in the beginning, Tilly was probably the most lovable character. But I think that's just because of who she is as an actor. Um, not too big on Tilly at all, but the rest have grown on me, including Michael. This may be a hot take, but I thought season 4 was the best that character has ever been. Okay. Still may not be saying a lot, but actually liked her as captain, even if I think her being one is about as ridiculous as Kelvin Kirk or 7 being captains. But welcome to New Trek. Well, yeah, welcome to New Trek. Definitely New Trek. So yeah, there's been 160 of these. Where is that one that I saw? I glanced at these a little bit before I came on. It's not showing it. Why has it stopped sharing the screen? I don't understand. Why? Why? I don't know what's going on with StreamYards at the moment. It seems to be doing some funny stuff. I mean, I did a video where about the Rebel Moon Part 2 trailer earlier today, and it didn't show the entire trailer. It's really annoying. There's something weird going on. Might just be me. No worries, mate. It's good to have you. But did you, out of curiosity, when you looked at this article, did you see the clip? Did you watch the clip that they released at the Comic-Con? Because it didn't help my interest in Discovery other than making videos, to be honest. But there's not really a lot more to say about it, because I mean, I've gone through everything. I may not have read the entire article, but at least we found out what Lagrange points are. If you didn't watch that part, you can always watch it on the playback, because it's actually a position in space. But this Jonathan Frakes revealing that he directed the first part of the 2-part season finale. So we know who to blame. But Jonathan Frakes should know how to do good Star Trek, though, shouldn't he? Exactly. Exactly the same as me. Although I did see that short that you did for Rebel Moon. I think we're the polar opposites on Rebel Moon, aren't we? But I wish they had some images for the new one instead of just reusing old. I think that might be the only new image. Yeah, I think that's the only new image with a character we haven't seen before, right? Face of the Strange appears to reference David Bowie's hit 1971 song. Oh, brilliant. That's marvelous. Cheers to that. I just, I stand by what I say about Discovery. The first 2 episodes could have made a very good generic sci-fi movie. if they put them together, change the design of the ships. You like Rebel Moon and you. Okay. Everyone else is wrong. Thanks a lot. But hey, we're allowed to be wrong, aren't we? We're allowed to be different. I have no problem with other people's opinions, and I don't see why anyone else should. You either like it or you don't like it. I just don't happen to like it. You really liked it, so I'm not arguing. But you're wrong. It's bad. It was terrible. It's a terrible movie. But we've got to wait till April. I have no specific date in April, though. That's a shame. It would be nice to have a specific date. But the fact that they actually say in the article that the episode titled Mirrors may reference the mirror universe. Every single Star Trek episode that has had mirror in some way in the title has always been about the mirror universe. And it's the fact that they think that they can get you to believe that it's not going to be about the mirror universe. In fact, if they do, if they do make it nothing to do with the mirror universe, then it would just be ridiculous. Well, well, I don't know what else to talk about. What else should we talk about? Is there anything new on Deadline? I wonder. Let's have a look. Deadline. What do we have that's new? Films. 63 movies from around the world that could light up film festivals in 2024. Not interested. TV. Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild nominations. Disney wants sports. Any film news? Nothing new. Wait, where's that article about? I want to talk about that for a minute. What's it called? I don't know if it's. I don't know if I'm going to find it. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. I don't know if any of you have seen Mr. H's review video, but this is interesting. I'm not going to play any videos, so let's share this and let's bring it up to the stage. Now this is fun. Let's hide that so it's out of the way. Get out of the way. Mickey Mouse horror movie trailer drops. Film uses Steamboat Willie version of character that's now in public domain. So it's in the public domain. So doesn't that mean that copyright has lapsed? It's basically a horror movie where a slasher killer decides that he's going to look at that. He's wearing a Mickey mask. He's going to go around killing people wearing a Mickey mask. And they actually show a lot of Steamboat Willie stuff. Like they actually show a projector that they've put it on and everything. I just thought it was weird. Mickey's Mousetrap. What a slasher movie! Guy in a Mickey mask. Oh, it's funny. It's fun. It's fun. It's absolute fun. Yeah. But that'll do for now, I think. 29 minutes. Not going through too much. So, yeah. Disco season 5. Not really that interested, but okay, I'll take a look anyway because hey, if you got to look forward to anything as a YouTube content creator, what do? You look forward to content that you're going to create when they bring out bad shit. And Discovery is one of the worst when it comes to Star Trek, in my opinion. And it's my opinion. And we have freedom of expression in this country, which actually has freedom of speech incorporated into it. So if you don't like it, don't watch. But I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say, before I go, I'm going to be on Side Trek tomorrow at 7, I believe. So come and join us there. It's going to be interesting. Not entirely sure what we're going to be talking about, but it's going to be fun. It always is. So let's get some of you to come and join me there. You put Steamboat Willie in your logo. Funny. Yep. Well, I mean, join us on Sidetrack tomorrow, 7 o'clock, and it's going to be me, Jay, and Harris. So as far as I know, so yeah, join us there, and don't forget, guys, as always, stay safe, take care. May the Schwartz be with you. Stay safe, guys. See you later.